Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Figured if we're in the theme of goal setting, new beginnings, and resetting ourselves up for 2023, I figured I'd do a 10 things I no longer buy for 2023. So let's get right into it. Okay, so these are all things that I've heard other people buy lots in the past, and I personally don't buy that much, or that I've previously purchased that now I'm deciding to do like a hard stop, like let's not engage in these things. So this can be from that to anything. Honestly, these are things I've just heard lots of people buy, so let's get right into it. Number one, let's get into it, is takeout and fast food. So I don't know why everyone just spends so much more money on just takeout food, fast food, like ordering in all the time, like multiple times during the week. But what I've done is, previously I was never a big spender on food. That was never one of my priorities. But I've noticed a lot of people do, and a way around this is just either meal prep for the week, the previous week, and just set yourself up for success. Like what I do is I'll cook like a couple different things, like a couple different proteins like chicken or beef, ground beef, and I'll cook those separate. Then I'll cook a couple like grains or potatoes, so like rice, and I'll bake some potatoes, and then separately I'll cook some veggies in different ways. And then during the week I just mix and match things, and that's the beauty of it. You get a different meal every time. So I love that. We're gonna keep doing that, and it saves you so much money, because I've noticed that, okay, you're not only paying for the meal, you're paying for the Uber driver's fee, then you're paying for the tip, and like one meal that was supposed to just be like a quick and easy thing like cost you like $30-40 if even, and you can exponentially save so much money. So that is the most important one. I'm saying this first. If you don't watch the rest of the video, that's the number one most important one. Alright, so number two is unnecessary subscription services. So this one, it seems kind of obvious, but let me tell you, the amount of subscription services that we just download, use them for that one time, and then forget that we're paying for this on a monthly basis is kind of unreal. So this happens lots with like streaming services like Crave, Hulu. Like you want to watch something, they have it on there, you subscribe, you pay for the monthly thing, and then you forget, and then they keep billing you. So I personally, that one's a big pet peeve of mine. So I like to keep track, especially at the end of the month, even like in my monthly reset. Like I'll go through things and I'll be like, oh wow, I'm still paying for that. So that's a great opportunity for you to go back and see what you're paying for that you do not actually need, and unsubscribe. So yeah, and I think there's actually, like I read, there's like this app that allows you to like go through all your subscriptions. I don't know what it's called, but I've heard that it's great. So that is a huge one. Like, remember that one time you went to like fix your resume up, and then you downloaded this great like service that like gave you great like resume templates? Well, yeah, now you're paying for that for the last 3 months. So that's a big no-go. All right, third one is home decor. I don't know why lots of people spend so much money, make their house cozy, to like buy those candles, buy those extra pillows. Like, first of all, candles are toxic. Like, please don't do that. Please don't buy that many candles. You don't need that many. I operate from the mindset of, if it's not completely finished, I don't need a new one. So and you don't need that many pillows. Like, again, the other mindset that I have is mainly like, do I really need this, or do I just want this? So if I want this, let me wait 24 hours, and if this turns into a need, maybe I'll consider it. Usually I wait a whole week, because that's way more sustainable, and I'm like, I actually don't need this at all. 9 times out of 10, it's I wanted this, but I don't need it. So that's another one. Or you go to like Target, or in Canada we go to Winners or whatever, you find something that you might need for your house and look nice, but you don't actually need it. So just don't spend your money on random stuff that is just gonna hang out in your house. All right, another one is unplanned purchases. Like, the amount of times, again, like you go to Winners, you go to Target, you see something, you're in it for to buy like, I don't know, like a carpet for your bathroom. And you go in a different aisle and then you see nice chairs that you can add to your kitchen, and then that becomes the thing, then you buy a plant. Like, stick to what you need and eliminate those unplanned purchases. The best way to go around this is just to have a specific pinpointed list. That way you get in, you buy something, and you get out. Like, if you've never thought about this, then that's really not a need. It's definitely a want, and you're just gonna spend extra money for no reason. All right, so next one is bottled water. I think this is a no-brainer. Don't spend your money on something. You can literally get a nice, beautiful, sustainable water bottle and use that, reuse that as much as you want, and not spend your money on just water. Because first of all, you'll get into the habit of drinking lots of water with your own reusable bottle. Second, it's pretty wasteful, so you don't need that. And honestly, it's the way to go. Like, I don't see why you need to buy extra water bottles unless you're on vacation or something. But that's the way I operate, and it's great. So figure that's a great way not to spend my money in 2023. Next one is high-end makeup as opposed to drugstore. Honestly, there's times where high-end makeup has its place. Like, there's a couple things that you've wanted, a couple of essentials that you like and need that you want to buy to upgrade your makeup routine, sure. However, there's just those like regular things, like, I don't know, like there's just like a blush or like something small that you don't really need to buy high-end, like a concealer. Like, usually things that you run out pretty quickly. Like, I ran out of concealer, or what else, like those like pencils, those lip pencils. Like, you don't need a fancy one. You can just work your way around and buy something way cheaper. That way you can save your money and buy all the good things that you want from the higher end makeups. For example, like invest in a good foundation and a good lipstick, like those things, as opposed to buying everything high end. And also, that doesn't break the bank, so that's great. I love that. Next one is notepads and planners. Honestly, like, when's the last time you've stuck with the same planner forever? Like, personally, I used to buy maybe like 1 or 2 a year, and I wouldn't use like any of them. I realized a simple notepad does the job, so I have lots of those already at home. I don't even need to buy any notepads. So I'd spend most of the time just, I'll buy my notepad, use that, and set myself up. Because usually when you have a planner, it's weird. They like obligate you to write down when the sun rose and the sun set, and all these weird things, metrics that you don't really want to track. So I just use a notepad and I make it my planner and go from there. Just keeping things very simple and minimalistic. You don't need that many fancy things. Next one is manicures and like pedicures. Like, this is just personally for me, I don't really invest that much time in that, except recently I spent last like 4 months getting my nails done, which sounds like completely counterproductive to my argument. Okay, so I was saying about manicures and pedicures. The only reason why I've previously done that is because I know myself and I knew my strengths and weaknesses, and I knew that I would always like pick my face with my own fingers, and that was a horrible habit. And it would cost me so much money to like try to fix my face with creams and products, and it was just a nightmare. It would affect my confidence a lot. So what I did around it is I realized that if I have these nails, I can't really pick my face, and I actually don't have acne. I just have a really bad habit of picking my face, which would spiral down and cause so many other issues. So what I figured is, let me get my nails done. I was actually around like $60 to $70 a month, which sounds like a lot of money. That's just a lot of money for me. So I did it for 5 months, and I think now I've just stepped back away from it, because now my nails need to get repaired. And second, I have broken that habit. I think I can confidently say I don't even pick my face anymore. And aside from that, I wouldn't really get my nails done just for fun. if it were up to me, I'd get them done maybe once or twice a year for a special occasion or an event or something like that. But otherwise, I don't really need to get my nails done. I don't see a purpose. Usually they're more in the way than anything else. And I feel like getting your nails done is one of those things that affects like your lifestyle, and lifestyle creep can creep in just really quick. Like you start getting your nails done, then you get your lashes done, your hair done, all of these extra things that at the end they don't add that much of a net benefit to you, and you just get used to it, and then you end up spending way more money. So that's just my personal reasoning, and yeah, saving so much more money. All right, so 2 more to go. Another one is pre-cut veggies at grocery stores. I know they make it sound so convenient and so easy, and essentially what they're selling to you is time, which makes sense if you're a busy person on the go. But I found that honestly, it doesn't really save you that much time, or like grated cheese or like pre-cut veggies. First of all, you get so much less quantity, and then second, like the extra 5 minutes, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. I personally find if I'm cooking, like I'll spend the extra 5 minutes cutting. I know it's not just 5 because then you need to cut everything, but hey, I just think it's better this way right now. Maybe in future, if I get super busy and I don't even have time to cut veggies, that would be a net benefit. But for now, I think it's just like a waste of money. And then finally, the last item is haircuts. Honestly, which is weird because a lot of people are really into like self-care, and they'll be like, oh, like get your haircut, all these things. But essentially what they're selling to you is a feeling, and it's a feeling of confidence, feeling better in yourself, better in your own skin. So, which I understand, but it's weird. Even if I get a $30 haircut or a $150 haircut, when I'm walking away from that salon, I feel the exact same, honestly. And if it's for the conversation that I've had with the hairdresser and the one with the $150 haircut, it's not worth having like those extra like little services that they give you, and they try to pamper you and all these weird extra things, like, or the chattier they are with you when they're doing your haircut, and how polite they are. I don't know, that really doesn't make a big difference to me and doesn't make a big impact. All I essentially care for is getting in, getting my haircut, and getting out. If I can get in a couple of hair tips, that's amazing, but I'm not gonna be besties with the hairdresser, and even if they're treating me like great or okay, I don't really care that much. So if I can save money and get a $30 haircut every like 6 to 8 weeks, I'm happy with that. So that's just another area that I like to save my money. It's a great opportunity. So yeah, and those are pretty much it, all the 10 things that I personally have spent some money in the past, and I've realized that they're not worth it, or I've noticed this is a big high spend category for other people. So that is it. Please let me know, what is the one thing that you spend a lot of money on like last year and that you wanna cut your spending in? That would be cool. I love to hear that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.